When Jesus began his ministry, he didn't start with crowds, miracles, or long speeches. He started with people, ordinary people, fishermen, tax collectors, brothers and friends, people who didn't look like leaders, yet would one day change the world. According to the book of Matthew, the story of choosing the disciples begins shortly after Jesus moves from Nazareth to the region of Galilee. His message is simple but powerful.
For the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
But for that message to spread, Jesus chooses 12 men. Not at random, not by accident, but with purpose. Jesus begins by preaching in Galilee, a region filled with fishermen, farmers, and everyday workers. It wasn't a famous religious center. It wasn't glamorous.
My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish it.
Picture this, the sun rising over the Sea of Galilee, fishermen casting their nets, doing the same job they've done since childhood. Among them are two brothers, Simon, later called Peter, and Andrew.
Not again!
Jesus walks toward them, calm, confident, and full of purpose. With one simple invitation, everything changes.
Is he coming
He
over
says,
here?
"Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Peter and Andrew don't ask questions. They don't hesitate. They drop their nets, the tools of their livelihood, and follow him. Their response teaches us something powerful. Sometimes the greatest change begins with a simple yes. A little farther down the shoreline, Jesus sees another pair of brothers, James and John, the sons of Zebedee. They're sitting in a boat with their father, repairing their nets. Jesus calls them too, and immediately they leave the boat and their father behind and follow him. Now 4 disciples walk with Jesus. 4 fishermen, not scholars or religious experts, just ordinary people with willing hearts. As these disciples follow him, Matthew describes Jesus traveling through Galilee, teaching in synagogues, healing the sick, and drawing crowds. Peter and Andrew watch people healed. James and John witness compassion in action. One day, Jesus passes a tax collector's booth. Sitting inside is Matthew, also called Levi. This moment is important because tax collectors were disliked, seen as traitors who worked for the Roman Empire, and often accused of cheating people. Yet Jesus stops in front of Matthew, looks at him, and simply says, "Follow me." And Matthew gets up, leaves his table, and follows him. He later hosts a dinner for Jesus, inviting other tax collectors and people considered sinners. While the religious leaders question why Jesus would associate with them, Jesus responds with one of the most memorable lines in the Gospel. "I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." This moment teaches us that no background is too messy and no past too complicated for Jesus to work with. He sees value where others see flaws. After gathering these followers, Jesus chooses 12 of them to become his closest disciples. Men who will continue his work after he returns to heaven. Matthew lists them: Simon Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew the tax collector, James son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who would later betray him.
Do you think we can heal the sick?
So what does this story invite us to do today? To listen, to trust, to stay open, to choose compassion, kindness, and purpose, just like the disciples did. The way Jesus chose his disciples isn't just a historical moment. It's a reminder that great things often begin with ordinary people and an extraordinary calling. Thank you for watching. We hope you've been blessed by this story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that others can learn about Jesus.
That's it for today.